there is a chance that aNetaBTC will outperform Cardano in terms of performance, your ROI, return on investment. And one interesting fact as well, there don't seem to be any love lost between these two DEXes, because the amount of min that is logged on the Sundaeswap DEX, very marginal, very negligible. By the same token, the amount of Sunday that is logged on the Minswap DEX, very insignificant, very marginal. That's something to watch out for. In order of size, number one position, we stated this. We called this when we did our first video on Cardano DEXes. We said Minswap will have the traction and the community will support it because the experiences most of us lived through when Sundaeswap launched. Number 9, this project will surprise many. It's in 9th position. It's overtaken some of the promising and hyped up projects, and here it is. It's occupying number 9 position. That is our top 10 as of now. Again, this will not stay the same. This is going to change over time as more projects. There are some promising DEXes out there, and at the moment, just considering the two that we are looking at, it looks like all new projects are coming in better than their predecessors. I also believe that Cardano's total value logged will be approaching close to $1 billion by the middle to end of April, if not over $1 billion already. It took on a charge. And as we approach June, where we are expecting the next hard fork, the one that is going to bring Hydra, the scaling solution, we think we are going to have a lot of projects launching, wanting to take advantage of the additional scaling that is coming to Cardano. Out of this top 10, I think you will probably have more than half of these projects surprising a lot of people. So maybe right now is the time to be accumulating these. Hi guys, this is FD for SageFact.tv, once more back with another video, and this time we are looking at Cardano decentralized exchanges or DEXes. If you recall our last video on Cardano DEXes, we looked at the overall picture and then we picked up, or we selected 3 that were operational, that were actually serving a purpose within the Cardano community. Now out of those 3, 2 are emerging as the front runners this early on. They are the pace setters. So we are going to consider the 2 DEXes in this video. And the 2 DEXes we are going to be looking at are Minswap and Sundaeswap. We know Sundaeswap has been operational for almost 2 months now. Minswap has been operational for almost a week. So we are going to look at some interesting figures to see which DEX or decentralized exchange is setting up for success in the short term. In the medium to long term, no one knows, because there's plenty more happening in Cardano. As you are probably aware, the total value logged TVL is on the increase, and that also applies to both DEXes, Minswap and Sundaeswap. Their total value logged has been on the increase lately, so we are going to consider that as well in this video. Guys, all I'm sharing with you in this video is not financial advice. It's just for educational as well as entertainment purposes. Also, whilst you're at it, please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and then hit that notification bell if you're feeling so generous. I've also noticed that I've had a surge in the number of visitors to my channel, but not all of us are subscribing. Guys, it's free. Even if you don't intend to come back to my video, please just subscribe to help a fellow human being. Now that is sorted, let's get into it. So the 2 DEXes we're going to be looking at today is Sundaeswap and Minswap. Sundaeswap has been operational for almost 2 months now, since it's launched late January, and Minswap just launched this week. So we are going to consider some of the interesting numbers, including what are the top projects on each DEX. These top projects, we are going to look at the pools that are in the top 10. We know Sundaeswap has got more than one pool for a single or for a particular pairing. So what we'll try and do is to aggregate those pairings, assume or to pretend as if it were one pool. I think it's only fair to do it like that. We couldn't do a direct head-to-head because of the way the metrics work on each of those DEXes. It's not straightforward. They all look at things differently. For example, Minswap looks at TVL, which is aggregated, whereas Sundaeswap looks at individual TVL. So if you had, for example, Sunday, which is the Sundaeswap token, if you had Sunday and Aada as a pair, what Sundaeswap does, they consider the total value logged for each pair, not for the aggregated pair. So there's been some crunching of the numbers to make sure we are comparing oranges to oranges and apples to apples. So let's get started with Sundaeswap, a decentralized exchange on Cardano that has been operational for almost 2 months now. The top 10 pools or Aada pairs on Sundaeswap in order of the total value logged on the Sundaeswap DEX. On top is Sundaeswap itself, token Sunday, SUNDAE. What is it? It's a DEX. Total value logged 56.6 million. Second position is Liquidfinance, token symbol LQ. Purpose, borrowing and lending. Total value logged just over 30 million Aada. So we are using Aada as the unit of measurement here, as there is no stablecoin yet on the Cardano ecosystem. So Aada is the unit of measurement. So number 3 on the Sundaeswap DEX is World Mobile, ticker WMT, World Mobile Token. Our purpose, infrastructure, and it's got just over 27 million Adas logged on the Sundaeswap DEX. Number 4 is Cardstarter, ticker symbol CARDS, CARDS. It's a launch pad. It's got 4.8 million Aada logged on the Sunday DEX. Number 5, we're looking at Meld, ticker symbol MELD. It's for borrowing and lending. Total value logged on the Sunday DEX, 2.69 million Aada. Number 6, we've got Ardana, the stablecoin and DEX platform, and it's got 1.8 million Aada logged on the Sunday DEX. Number 7, we've got Pavia, ticker symbol PAVIA, and it's for metaverse. Total value logged on the Sundaeswap DEX, 1.7 million Aada. Number 8, we've got X-Ray, and it's for DeFi. Total value logged, 1.5 million Aada logged on the Sunday DEX. Number 9, we've got ADAX, another decentralized exchange on Cardano. It has had its own fair amount of issues. Total value logged, 1.4 million Aada. And finally, number 10, we've got Ravendex, ticker symbol RAVE or RAVE. It's a DEX. It's not launched yet, I believe. Total value logged is 1.133 million Aada. So that is Sundaeswap. Those are the top 10 Sundaeswap projects. In order of total value logged, here's a quick summary of the top 10 projects on Sundaeswap. Sundaeswap, Liquidfinance, World Mobile, Cardstarter, Meld, Ardana, Pavia, X-Ray, ADAX, and Ravendex. Those are the 10. Now we switch on to Minswap. One of the things that is so obvious in terms of the approach these projects have taken is Minswap have tried to make life a lot easier for the user. Everything about it, maybe I suppose because people have had a bad experience with Sundaeswap when it launched, there were so many issues. So maybe Minswap have had a chance to actually put their ducks in a row. Everything so far has been working like clockwork. So let's hope that continues. And the user experience on that DEX, very good. Because on Sundaeswap, it's not that straightforward to stake your liquidity. Once they've provided liquidity, to farm or to stake liquidity, it's not that easy. Whereas on Minswap, it's just straightforward. It's almost like it's a clone of something we've already been using. They've done a very good job. So Minswap launched this week. What are the top 10 pools or Aada pairs on the Minswap DEX? First position, of course, Minswap itself. It's a DEX. Total value logged in Aada, it's 73.3 million. That's a lot. So already you can see Minswap is already winning in terms of Aada alone. Aada logged on its DEX, it's already winning. You are looking at 73 million versus 58 million. So that is a massive 20 million difference between the two, between Sundaeswap and Minswap. I mean, you could attribute that to the very enticing, very attractive rates that Minswap has just been offering. I don't know if that's sustainable, but for a year now, people are flocking to the Minswap DEX and they are using it. And as you also note, the total value log on Sundaeswap has actually been decreasing because I think a day or 2 days ago, it was around 114 million. Now it's come down slightly. Minswap yesterday, it was less than 100 million. Today, it's sitting at 110, 111 million. It's on a charge. So what are the top 10 pools or Aada pairs on the Minswap DEX? Top position, Minswap, it's a DEX, 73.3 million Aada logged. Number 2, it's Meld. It's for borrowing and lending. It's 8.8 million logged. Number 3, it's World Mobile. It's for infrastructure. Total value logged in Aada, 8.7 million. Number 4, it's Liquidfinance. Ticker symbol LQ. It's for borrowing and lending, 8.5 million Aada logged on the Minswap DEX. Number 5, we've got Pavia. It's a metaverse project, 7.26 million Aada logged on the Minswap DEX. Number 6, we've got Ardana, a stablecoin and DEX platform, 6.886 million Aada logged on the Minswap DEX. Number 7, we've got aNetaBTC, DeFi project, 4.6 million Aada logged. This project will surprise many. Not many people realize what's going on. We'll cover the free airdrops that were done for the Cardano community. I think there were 2 airdrops, and we will try and do a different video, a separate video for airdrops that were done for the Ego blockchain community. But if we're lucky enough to use drip drops and you were quick enough to drip the first lot, the first batch, which was 1,000 for each wallet, up to 10,000 wallets, I believe, you'll have been sitting on around 200 to 300 worth of Aada. I'm not suggesting you want to convert that into Aada, because if you did that, that's probably just being foolish, because in terms of performance, there is a chance that aNetaBTC will outperform Cardano in terms of performance, your ROI, return on investment. That is just a fact. Mostly the projects that launch on the layer 1, they are bound to do a lot better. That is just a fact. Go and look on Ethereum and all the other projects out there. So we believe aNeta has got quite a long way to go, and it's got plenty of legs to run. So we'll keep watching the space, and we'll do a follow-up video on our initial video on aNeta later on, probably in the next week or so. Anyway, so aNeta for DeFi, it's got 4.6 million Aada logged on the Minswap DEX. Number 8, we've got Liquidfinance, ticker symbol VYFI, VYFI. It's for DeFi, 3.86 million Aada logged on the Minswap DEX. Number 9, we've got Cardstarter, ticker symbol CLAP, CLAP. It's a launchpad, 3.046 million Aada logged on the Minswap DEX. Number 10, we've got Aada, AADA, ticker symbol AADA. It's for DeFi, 2.64 million Aada logged. So the following are the top 10 pools or Aada pairs on the Minswap DEX. Number 1, Minswap itself. Number 2, Meld. Number 3, World Mobile. Number 4, Liquidfinance. Number 5, Pavia. Number 6, Ardana. Number 7, aNetaBTC. Number 8, Liquidfinance. Number 9, Cardstarter. Number 10, Aada. Those are the 10. Now, let's consider now, we've had the 10 from Sundaeswap and this 10 from Minswap. Now, let's see. How do we combine the top 10 overall? We are going to call it the top 10 Cardano projects, but they are not really top 10 because we are only looking at the 10 that are on the Sundaeswap DEX and the top 10 that are on the Minswap DEX. And then from there, we'll get our top 10. We'll do some calculations because there will be certain projects with some value logged on the other DEX. So we'll try and add them together if they are not represented already. And one interesting fact as well, they don't seem to be any love lost between these two DEXes because the amount of min that is logged on the Sundaeswap DEX, very marginal, very negligible. By the same token, the amount of Sunday that is logged on the Minswap DEX, very insignificant, very marginal. That's something to watch out for. Anyway, overall top 10 projects based on the two DEXes that we just looked at, i.e. Minswap DEX and Sundaeswap DEX. What are the top 10 projects overall? In order of size, number 1 position, we got Minswap. We stated this. We called this when we did our first video on Cardano DEXes. We said Minswap will have the traction and the community will support it because the experience is most of us lived through when Sundaeswap launched. And then there was the front running and then, the tokenomics and so forth. So I was expecting something like this for Minswap, and I don't think this is the end of the story. But again, guys, some of the returns are not sustainable, but I think we've got some way to go here. Okay, the overall top 10 project based on the two DEXes are as follows. Minswap, which is a DEX, it's got 73.66 million Aada logged overall across the two DEXes. Number 2, Sundaeswap in second position, and it's a DEX as well. It's got 56.8 million Aada coins logged on both DEXes. Third position goes to Liquidfinance. Liquidfinance has got 38.5 million Aada coins logged across both DEXes. Position 4 goes to World Mobile Token or World Mobile for infrastructure, and it's got 36.136 million Aada coins logged across both DEXes. Position 5 goes to Meld, and it's got 11.54 million Aada coins logged across both DEXes. Position 6 goes to Pavia, the metaverse project. Across both DEXes, Pavia has got 8.996 million Aada coins logged. Position 7 goes to Ardana, the stablecoin and DEX project. Ardana has got 6.88 million Aada coins logged across both DEXes. Number 8 goes to Cardstarter. I believe they are over their acrimonious collaboration, whether it's continuing or it ended prematurely, no one knows yet, but we've noticed that it's now available on the Sundaeswap DEX, so maybe there was an olive branch extended by one or both parties. We don't know that yet, but it looks like they are moving towards a resolution if they haven't done that yet. So Cardstarter has got 4.8 million Aada coins logged across both DEXes. I do believe Cardstarter is not yet on the Minswap DEX. It's just appearing or is just operational on the Sundaeswap DEX. Number 9, you've got aNetaBTC. Again, this project will surprise many. It's in 9th position. It's overtaken some of the promising and hyped up projects, and here it is. It's occupying number 9 position, and aNetaBTC has got 4.6 million Aada coins logged across both DEXes. Number 10, we've got Aada, AADA. Across both DEXes, it's got 4.479 million Aada coins logged. There you have it, guys. That is our top 10 as of now. Again, this will not stay the same. This is going to change over time as more projects. There are some promising DEXes out there, and at the moment, moment, just considering the two that we are looking at, it looks like all new projects are coming in better than their predecessors. So we are going to be doing evaluations on an ongoing basis as far as Cardano DEXes are concerned. You might as well notice that we have not included Minswap into this evaluation because they've been on a slide, and in comparison to some of these numbers we are talking about, Minswap is value logged, it's under 3 million. It's probably 1 point something million Aada logged because it's losing market share to some of these guys, obviously because of the staking and the farming and some of the return on investment, the percentages we are looking at or we've been witnessing on Minswap, hence the loss in market share. People are moving their resources, they're moving their funds where they get rewarded the most. So there you go, guys. Minswap, in terms of individual projects, is in the lead by over 20 million. But like I said at the beginning of this video, we don't think this is going to be sustainable. At some point, people will be withdrawing their funds and putting them elsewhere to gain additional rewards that are more lucrative. But for here now, Minswap, I believe it's going to be overtaking Sundaeswap, albeit briefly, in the next week or so. It's going to be on top. Whilst that is taking place, I also believe that Cardano's total value logged will be approaching close to $1 billion by the middle to end of April, if not over $1 billion already. It took on a charge. And as we approach June, where we are expecting the next hard fork, the one that is going to bring Hydra, the scaling solution, we think we are going to have a lot of projects launching, wanting to take advantage of the additional scaling that is coming to Cardano. So there you have it, guys. This story is to be continued. This is not the end of it yet. Like I said, there will be more DEXes that will be launching. And at the moment, total value logged via DeFi Llama, these are now dollars. Sundaeswap is sitting at $114 million after almost 2 months since launch, and Minswap is sitting at $110 million after almost a week since launch. This story is to be continued. Guys, what do you think? Do you think we are being fair to both Sundaeswap and Minswap? Which DEX do you think is going to garner more support? Which DEX is going to have more value logged by, say, the end of this month as well as the end of April? And by the time we get to Hydra, which DEX do you think will be on top? It could also be a project that hasn't yet launched, or it could be one of these guys just giving each other knockout punch after punch, swapping first position all the way to the finish line. Guys, what do you think? Anyway, guys, it was nice researching these two DEXes again. Two fascinating projects with plenty of potential. And we've also noticed that there are some dark horses within the project that are launching on Cardano. Projects that we've singled out are projects like aNetaBTC, and you also have Meld and World Mobile. We know Liquid is on a run, but you never know, there will be other projects that are coming with different product solutions. Out of this top 10, I think you will probably have more than half of these projects surprising a lot of people. So maybe right now is the time to be accumulating these. Guys, this is not financial advice. This information is just for educational as well as entertainment purposes. Do your own research. At some point, we are going to do our DYOR risk evaluation on these 10 projects we've listed for Aada. It will also be interesting where these projects will be come the end of March and also end of April as we approach June. Where will they be? Jury still out. Guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Until next time, this is FD for Sage 5 signing out. Bye.